What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka Six8Jay, coming to you on this Friday. It's Friday, damn straight. It's 2 p.m. We're a couple hours late, guys. I had an incredible conversation with some of my brothers. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Give me a second here, guys, as I pause. I want to play a video for you guys, and while I'm playing that video, shared by one of my brothers that we just talked, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that conversation. I'm going to play this video. Listen to this video. It's a little bit long video, but it's some incredible topics and perspective that this guy has. So, guys, make sure you check it out. Crypto OG's in the house. Carmichael, Tony Baggs, Lower Level, Shane Sullivan. Shouts out to Crypto OG for sharing this video. He's actually the one who shared it. It's amongst the four of us. It's called Four Kings. It's myself, Crypto OG, my man Griff. Shouts out to my boy Griff. Shouts out to Anthony, Iron Man. And so I'm going to get into that in a minute. But let's look at this video, guys. A lot of great topics as I'm sharing this video. I need to go advertise this on Twitter and things like that. So I'm going to show this video real quick. It's this gentleman named Will Fix. If you get a chance, make sure you guys subscribe to Will Fix. Anthony Weiner, what's up, my brother? This is shared by Crypto OG. Let's see what Will has to say. It's on point. I hope whatever you do, you damn stop and listen. Take it away, Will.
Hey, everybody. My name's Will Fix. And, yeah, exactly how it sounds. Like if something's broke, you will fix. Yeah, my parents never smoked marijuana. Anyway,
I don't know how he went from that. He went from Will Fix straight to my parents never. That cracked me up. But everything he said at some point, I was gonna ask Crypto OG about that. What the hell do you mean by that? But that's funny. Let's hear him out.
I wanted to share some ideas with you on why I believe XRP will have a massive price change overnight, literally overnight. And not to say that the retail market won't be able to take it up to, I don't know, maybe $4 or $5. You know, because we have seen, was it up to $3 trillion that we've seen in the crypto space? So that's just us crypto freaks, right? Buying and selling. That's what a bull market would do. And that's with whales and whatever, institutions maybe as well, but not like what XRP has set up. So I just want to present this really just to give you my ideas and to fish out what might be wrong with my ideas or what I forgot, what I didn't include. So this is just an opinion. I put in the description the price of 25,000. I don't know if it's going to be 1,000, 5,000, 25,000, 58,000, like the Forbes article that got canceled or pulled off the net. But nevertheless, of the amount, I believe it'll be all at once, and here's why.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I had an insurance agency for many years, and so...
Guys, by the way, if you just joined in, if you're just checking it out, this is your boy James, aka Six8Jay. Before I continue on, let me say a few things. First of all, I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are here. I had an incredible, enlightened conversation with my brothers, Crypto OG, Iron Man, and Griff. We have this group we call the Four Kings. Is where we come out, and a lot of times we try to do it once a month. Sometimes we're bi-weekly. This time it went a little long before last time we talked, and we talk about all the real stuff, and it's a great time for us to say what we want to say, how we want to say it, because there's a tremendous amount of respect, love, and admiration amongst each other, and so we can say things that I might not even say on this stream, because we can just get down with the get down, right? We can keep it 1,000 million %. And so I love that. And so we were able to have I would say total, almost a 3-hour conversation, Crypto OG, wasn't it? It was like, I know the first conversation went like 2 hours and something, and then we lost signal and I had to come back on for like another 30 minutes or so. So it's about a 3-hour conversation, which is why I missed the 12 p.m. stream. We were talking through that whole process. Really incredible insight. Some of the things I want to share with you guys, things that I can, because one of the members has a pretty high status, so we can't repeat everything that he says. He has a pretty high government status. So we'll just say that I'll say what I can and keep to myself what I can't. But definitely much love to Crypto OG, Iron Man, Ant, and my boy Griff. So this video was shared by Crypto OG. Great video. Guys, hear it out. Listen. I listened to it, and he's got some incredible points that he makes. Really amazing points, and I'm going to go back and touch on those points. Maybe even as he's saying them, because it's kind of long, but it's like 15 minutes. So I might have him go through some things, go back and touch on some things. So let's hear him out.
Very acquainted with sitting down with people and selling things, overcoming objections, and if any of you guys are selling
And by the way, this has a lot to do with the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is what? Opportunity of a lifetime. Opportunity of a lifetime. When we got off that call, and even during the midst of that call, we realized, and we knew it before when we got into the call, but it was even more so thereafter because of all the sharing, all the data and information that we all have. Opportunity of a lifetime.
Overcoming objections is part of the sales process. Why this is such a great idea. Well, if I'm working for Ripple, XRP, and if I say one or the other through this, just understand I mean both, you know. But I'll probably be saying XRP.
What up, Frankie Legend? Welcome to the stream. Right now we're checking out this gentleman. His name is, what is it again? If you guys get a chance, go check him out. Will Fix. Will Fix. Go to his page, subscribe. He's got a lot of great information. I know my brothers follow him. This was sent over by one of our members, Crypto OG. Listen to this. I'll be stopping and elaborating on a lot of things that he says, but he makes some. The points are coming up here just momentarily. Welcome, Frankie. Welcome, Beekeeper69, Tony Bags, Anthony Wanner, Crypto OG, Carmichael. Much love to all y'all.
So from what I understand, Ripple XRP has over 300 deals with institutions.
Yep.
That's probably enough for me to guess we're over the hump. Here's what I mean by that.
Uh-oh, break it down.
If I'm set up to overcome objections and I'm going to a large institution that moves tons of money, there's going to be a few objections I'm going to anticipate.
Okay.
One is going to be the consideration of the price of XRP being at 50 cents, 55 cents, 35 cents, whatever it was when I went in. And the question of, well, you know, you only got a 50 some odd billion market cap and 28.5 billion or whatever it is of coin. You know, we move 50 billion at a time. You don't even have enough coin for me to even talk to. So then what's my response to that going to be? Well, it's not going to stay at that price, you know, because we're talking to you and many other people and y'all are going to put a bunch of money in. Oh, okay. Well, now let's say today I'm doing it and getting ready to go in and talk to somebody, and I've already got 300 some odd deals. It's not going to be a very difficult sale if it's all my partners. If you're speaking to me and I'm the bank and you got all my partners, that's what I mean by over the curve. It's just sign up time. This is what's happening in my opinion with XRP. It's just sign up time now. Just go and get them all signed up. So, and I believe that's why we are waiting until you are able to satisfy most or all of my needs. I don't know that I would desire to run both systems at the same time. I might want to switch all at once. I might want to run both at the same time and test it. Mm-hmm. Okay, but here's another thing that's going to come up. So price is going to be a thing. Well, the next thing is, oh, you already got all of my buddies. I'm the last one, and y'all are doing business with everybody I'm doing business with. So I'm going to buy the coin right now. Well, I imagine the person working for XRP would say, oh, no, don't do that yet. See, we don't want you to do that yet because then
send the price up.
The next guy has to pay a higher price because after you buy, the price is going to move up. And then after he buys,
I agree with that, because then what it does is it causes an issue. Like if, let's say, you got a couple of different institutions that are connected. I'm sure some of these guys maybe even work for other institutions and they keep in communications. Like, okay, well, we just bought X amount of millions of XRP for this price, and then he goes, well, I bought it for, you know, that price. Well, other guys are gonna like, look, I don't pay $5 more. I don't want to pay $10 or maybe a lot more than that, because like he's saying, a big purchase can send the price to the roof. So like, hold on, you just got it at 50 cents, and I got to pay $50. Good Lord.
And then we're going to have really a complete uncontrolled race where some of the people are going to be spending huge prices.
Yeah,
so,
huge.
And I believe initially XRP said it's going to have to be a $10,000 coin.
For it to make sense.
If that is in my toolbox to use, and I know we've also heard 25,000 to 37,500, and we've heard 50,000, and
Yep.
Forbes magazine said 58,000, and then tons of YouTubers and content makers have said all types of figures.
Facts.
From there on out. So I'm going to use the $10,000 figure amount. I know I put in here 25,000 on the thing, but anyway, so I say no. We don't want to drive it up past $10,000 because then these other partners are going to have to spend way more than you.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what's my thoughts there? Well, I don't want one guy to get the giant advantage and make tons of money,
Right.
and then some of my other partners, they didn't even get in on it, didn't make any. Maybe even they bought it the wrong time and lost money, right?
Right.
So I would want to move into this situation to be able to overcome objections, and also I would want to be able to put some fairness in the purchase of XRP. So maybe I have some in escrow I can pull out. Maybe that's how they do it. Maybe that's how they plan to do it. Maybe it's just all of the coin that's out there or whatever's left they are going to offer to institutions. But I do believe this. I believe it's going to be, well, wait. We are evaluating, I'm collecting your numbers. We're evaluating how many coin each person will need, and we're going to give you a deal to buy those at whatever the current rate is. What if this is the logic behind this idea? So what we're first going to do is evaluate all of the money that's going to be moved. We're going to crunch the numbers and see how much that's going to be daily.
Ooh, man, hold on. I got to pause y'all before y'all hear the rest of this stuff, because I'm telling you, my man is on point. Oh, Lord. Frankie Legend, what's up, my brother? Beekeeper69. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to make y'all salivate a little bit to hear what's going on. Y'all can just leave and go listen to it yourself, or you can just hang out with your boy Six8Jay and let me go through a couple things. We're not going to go too much into the market cap, guys. It's the same damn thing it was yesterday for the most part. We got a $1.5 trillion market cap. I think we were 1.4 yesterday. Bitcoin is at 26.9. We've got Ethereum sitting at 15 and some change. We've got BNB. Seems like it doesn't want to go down past that $200. What's happening? Is it being manipulated? Oh my God, did we have a great conversation about that today with my brothers. A lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh, guys, so much going on with ETHgate and scandals and this and that. And all we talked about, a lot of what we talked about in that almost 3-hour conversation with all of us is the possibilities of what it can mean. You know, a lot of times in this industry, what we've learned is that there's pump fakes. A lot of times you think things are going up, they go down. We think they're going to go down, they go up. We think they're going to go sideways, they moon. We think they're going to capitulate. It's just so many different variables, guys. But what I can tell you is there's a lot of manipulation, a lot of corruption, and there's a huge need to clean up everything. And thus being a bubble pop, thus being a retracement, thus being a possible black swan event. What I can tell you is there's some things that are happening. There's some things that we talked about that could separate various coins from other coins. Now, if we had a total dump out right now, hey, that could change a lot of things. If you don't think for a fact that could happen when you start looking at, why do people call me at the wrong damn moment? Huh? Call me anytime, but you want to call me now. The point I'm making is, let me tell you, good Lord. Hey, my man, I'm on live right now. I did a live stream. I'm on live. So you can get on. I'll holler at you here in a little bit. I don't know how people just timed it. I'm sitting at home all day doing research or whatever, and no one called me. Then as soon as I get it, the ring. I'm like, damn it. Yeah, ESPA, like ESPS when my phone goes off or something. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, there's a lot of stuff that has to come into fruition. And we believe that. I had a great conversation with my brothers, whether it's ETHgate, whether it's the things we talked about. We uncovered some of the stock manipulation and short sales and things like that, short trading that was going on in the market against people, banking institutions, their employees, all the things going on globally, the war, Sam Bankman-Fried, Vitalik Buterin, Wang Chang, Prometheum. There's so much chaos that it could be chaos. Well, first of all, I think the chaos is going to cause retracement, but it could also be a diversion. It could also be the great, just like it could be the Great Recession. It could also be the great. What's what I'm looking for here? I wouldn't. I would say it could be the great. What'd you call it? Fake out? I wouldn't call it a fake out. I don't think this is a fake out. Shakeout. The great shakeout. And I think in this great recession that we're facing, this could be part of a bigger plan to shake everybody out of their positions, to get everybody, whether it's, I'm not just talking about XRP, I'm talking about Bitcoin and all the different assets that are out there. There's enough negativity to send us into a further downslide, but I also think what we were talking about today, there's a lot of things in place. And do I think we could see a 30 cents, 20 cents XRP? Hell yeah. Do I think we could see a sub $20,000 Bitcoin? Yes. Do I think it's part of the plan? Absolutely. Do I think people are going to get ruined during that process? Yes, because emotions will be at an all-time high. People will be just so confused that some people will sell for a loss thinking it's going to keep going down, and that's when they're going to get you, if they haven't already sold already. So I think this is a great shakeout, and this is, I think it's going to be a very surprising situation. So before I finish showing the video here, and I'm going to keep going in and out of the video, let me say this: nothing that we talk about should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm documenting my journey in the evolution of money. This is your boy James, aka Six8Jay, coming to you each and every day as much as I can. And again, I'm just documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Shouts out to my man Ness Force and Chris Mars. Like, Chris, what the hell you calling me for right now? Chris called me, like, I've been home all day. I ain't heard from my brother. I called him yesterday, and all of a sudden, as soon as I hit that button, he said, you know, let me call 6-8, mess with that boy. All right, let's keep it. Guys, this is an important video. Shouts out to my boy Chris Moore. I plan on having him on here. He's been one of the crowd favorites as all the guests. He's one of the crowd favorites, so we'll probably be having him back on as well. But guys, let's listen to this. This guy has some phenomenal insight on what he feels, and I'm agreeing big time with him.
It's going to have to be a positive flow. We're going to have more than enough so we don't get a crunch. In case of some giant move, we don't want the system to be bogged down where there's not enough coin, because can't you agree right now there's less than $30 billion could be moved, because that's all of the coin all together.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be more than that. It can't be 50 cents.
That's right.
So I propose that this is possible. So once we have those numbers, we'll know, based on your average volume, how many coin you will need based on the new price that it's going to be once we flip the switch. Okay?
Yep.
So that's going to have to be thought about. Don't you believe? Wouldn't you think an institution would be concerned and want to know? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you also believe that an institution would say, if it wasn't managed in the way that I'm talking about, where there's a specific date and a given number that I need to purchase at the current rate,
right,
how can they even know how much to purchase? Because they don't even know what the rate is.
That's right.
So it becomes a willy-nilly. And then your first guy, institution, that jumps in and buys at 50 cents, drives it up to 60, then your next guy, well, then your last guy buys it at $11,000 a coin, and then it drops down to $9,000 a coin.
Right.
I don't know that they'll like that.
Right.
So I think when I'm doing a sales presentation, I'm overcoming objections. I want to overcome those objections in some form or fashion. So I believe that scenario would be like I'm saying. It would be that I would be able to tell them when we come back to you, because they say, well, here's all of our partners. They'll have to have it too.
Right.
I can't just have it. They all have to have it. They got to be able to receive. And then I receive from them. They got to be able to send to me. So...
and real quick, guys, I'm going to have to keep stopping the video because I don't want to run his video all the way through. I'm going to run it through, but I don't want to run it simultaneously through, because then it seems like we just played this video. So I want to be able to critique some of the things that he says. One of the things that he's saying to me that makes me, and I'm not sure if he's going to go there, but basically, if, let's say, for example, Ripple took off a certain amount of XRP, whether it's what they have right now currently, put up in the in escrow, or whatever they say, this amount, because everyone keeps thinking they're going to burn, but if they take a certain amount off the market and they publicly say we're going to take this out, we're going to divide it amongst so many different, like let's say like a package, right? And it's going to be, if they do that, I think that in itself will make the price rise, right? So is that the way that he's? And I'm just asking this question out loud. Is it that what he's talking about? Like maybe they'll have all this XRP that they announced that's no longer available, therefore making it scarce, and then divide that up in so many different lots, and then each institution has a lot that they can buy that will be valued at this amount of money, predicated off where that amount is when they take it off. Because as soon as they take that off, it's not quite burnt, but it's going to be sold. I think the price goes through the roof. So if they do that, and let's say it's $100 a coin times however much each one of those lots are, do they go out and they sell these lots, these accumulated lots of XRP? I'm just thinking out loud. So that's kind of what I'm concluding until I hear the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Well, give me that list of your people, that you do business with. Now I got a new list. Hey, I got to go see all these people. Or I start checking it off. Well, we've already done them.
And what he was talking about earlier is I'm wondering if they already got this list of institutions together. So maybe they're going around getting pre-approved sales of lots, or whatever you want to call it, bulks. So maybe they're going around getting pre-approved. So if you got 300 institutions, I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm just being facetious here, but or just kind of trying to give an idea. And then each one you said, okay, well, we're going to sell this, each one of these lots, but it's going to be predicated off the amount of people. So right now they're trying to gather names and takers. Is that what he's going at? Let's listen. And I got to keep stopping this, almost like an institutional preset. There you go, my man. Next horse.
Them. Now, these. That's why I see
a pre-sale without actually pre-selling. So it's almost like a reservation. You're reserving your pre-sale or your pre-allocated. Not so much price, because that they don't want to maybe go through that right now. Maybe it's a pre-allocated amount, and they're contacting everybody, letting everybody know, like, look, we don't want to tell Wells Fargo first, because if they do it, it takes it, like he said, takes it to 60. By the time you get down to the 100th institution, it might be a $3,000 coin, and everybody's like, hey, that ain't right, that ain't fair. Or like he said, $11,000 coin. So I'm wondering where he's going with this. This is interesting. What's up, my queen, my beautiful lady, Jeanette?
We're past. I think we're over the hump. Now I got less to do business with than I've already done. Now
Right.
It's just a sign up.
Right. Yeah.
So I think they're just running around. It's basically just getting it signed up. It's also working on how to upload and offload, the system of actually uploading, offloading the money, creating the accounts. They're all going to have XRP accounts somewhere. So I believe that's going on, and I think they're determining when they get enough in what the calculation will be, and it will be by proportion. This bank moves this much, this bank moves that much, this bank moves that much. We put all of this together. We estimate what the time of that money will be in the system.
CK's in the house. What's up, CK's?
Maybe it's a minute. It's not going to be 3 seconds unless, everybody just does instantaneous, some kind of cash out. But even if it's 3 seconds, whatever it is, there's going to be so many big transactions all at once. There's going to have to be X amount of coins so you don't run out of coins.
True that, yeah.
So the coin's going to have to be big enough to handle that, and there's going to have to be more coin than needed. So they're going to want to probably dedicate a certain amount of coin for that particular job, and it's going to drive the price of all of the coin up.
I think so, yeah.
Us retail hold some too.
Right.
So that's what I believe, and that's why I think the term flip of the switch is there. That's why I believe all at once we will have a price increase, because I don't see how I could set up a deal with an institution without talking to them about the price, and why haven't they gone ahead and purchased. I don't think it's just the court rulings, the SEC and all of that. We've pretty much settled that, and we still got a court date. But basically all that's left over is if there's going to be fines or not if they're going to exist or not. So whether there's fines or not, that, in my opinion, doesn't even matter to
That's
institutions.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
So I think the retail market's decided,
and the reason that doesn't matter because you look at all the scandals and scams and manipulation that's been on with J.P. Morgan, Fidelity, and all these institutions that have manipulated the market, been claimed. Like I read the other day, for those of you guys didn't catch it, I did a video. It was, and I'm trying to remember which one. I want to say it's America's Most Hated or The Perfect Storm. One of those in which I covered, or was it We Fall and Then We Rise? I don't know, guys. It's whatever video I did. For those of you guys who've been around and been checking with us every single day, you know the video I'm talking about, in which I shared some documentation and information that was showing and exposing the SEC and some of these institutions for the short selling that was going on, how the SEC didn't keep up with some of the things they were supposed to enforce, allowing these things to happen. And what they do is these guys short sell and they basically take advantage of people for hundreds of millions of dollars. And what the SEC does is they go back and they slap on the wrist with a $6 million fine. Oh, we just fined you $6 million, but you just made $500 million, but $6 million, don't do it again. And they keep doing it. So in my opinion, that's kind of what I'm thinking he's saying here. In that little part that he was talking about.
Things, overcoming objections, and if any of you guys are selling, overcoming objections is part of the sales process. Why this is such a great idea. Well, if I'm working for Ripple, XRP, and if I say one or the other through this, just understand, it's just because of the uncertainty. Both, you know.
Okay, there it is. My bad.
So, but I'll probably be saying XRP. Okay. So from what I understand, Ripple XRP has over 300 deals with institutions.
Wait. Oh, hell no. Did I start this again? I messed up. This is where I was at. My bad.
Uncertainty. It's not the uncertainty.
My bad, guys.
In my opinion. Why? Because the IMF and the BIS is already decided by 2025, which means in 2024, that everybody's going to have to be compliant. Well, doesn't that also mean ready to go? You know, if you're ISO compliant, it's the coin that makes that so. So you already have to be plugged in and having the ability to do, so you're compliant, but what? You think it's just going to be, we're compliant, but we don't have to use it? I mean, to be compliant means you have the ability to use it. So that's my argument, that if I'm Ripple or XRP and I have to present this to a company, again, I would have to overcome objections. And my number one objection would be XRP price. And then my first thing would be, oh, you already got all these people. I better buy it now. I want to make some money. So you see my point. So I believe they're being held off, and I don't think it has anything to do with the SEC. I think it has to do with the date that they're going to pull the trigger, which might be a floating date. You know, it might be when they get all the deals signed and they get, you know, I mean, basically. So there's the bank, and who's transferring the money? You got to have that system where you can type in your figures and send and receive. So that has to be, that, you know, I don't know how easy that's going to be or if it's already done. I'm just saying those mechanics have to be done. And so that leads...
What's up, Marvin Davis? West Side Soldier in the house.
Leads me to believe that one day, though retail may drive it up to, I don't know, $4 or $5, just with a few trillion coming in.
Yeah.
But this massive money that's going to come in due to all of the different factors that we could talk about, you know.
And that right there is where a lot of people are going to get left behind. I want him to finish off, but that's where, in my opinion, a lot of people are going to get left behind because they still have the mindset. There's so many people, when you talk about XRP and the potential, they still go around saying, well, look at the market cap. Are y'all crazy? Are you local on the Kavesar? Are you stupid? It's impossible. Look at the market cap. Look at this. Look. And it's like they don't get it. He's basically saying retail might get it up to $3, $4, $5, and at that point, because of how it gets there and maybe how it struggles to keep those levels based off of retail, because remember, when it gets to $3, $4, $5, a lot of people are going to sell, and everyone's going to be looking in the ocean of buying and selling in that range, and they won't see the effing tidal wave, the tsunami of institutional investment, because like he said, it could be happening behind the scenes. So while you're sitting there taking profit or whatever, there's going to be a whole lot of people excited. It's going to be life-changing for so many people. You know, like I said, I'm not saying I'm not selling at $5, but it's going to be a small fraction of something. Just, you know, a little spending money here to go buy a couple little things. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's holding on, because in understanding that the tsunami is the institutional money. That's like when Shannon Thorpe, I believe when Shannon Thorpe, one of the points he had made is when she said, you know, what did she say? $300 to $500 in the next 4 to 7 months. She wasn't talking. She went back and clearly stated, I'm not talking retail. She's not talking about $300 to $500. This guy's talking about some major numbers. If you go back and look at the title of his stream here, boom, XRP 25,000 overnight. Now he goes back and explains that. The point I'm trying to make is, I think $300 to $500 comes like a thief in the night. Like a thief in the night. We hear that all the time in the Bible, a thief in the night. It's going to come like a thief in the night, meaning it's going to come like we didn't see COVID, or we didn't see, the thing in the ocean, and boom, the tsunami comes. It's like no one. You think people on the beach are going, "Hey, let's do it, let's get it," and all of a sudden the tsunami comes. If they had any kind of preparation or knew it was coming, they'd have shut down the damn beach. It's going to come like that. You won't see it coming. You'll be so mystified by the little baby wave that everybody's surfing on of $3 to $5 that when that tsunami comes, yo ass ain't ready. Let's listen to what he says.
You know, the tokenization and all of the different things that's going to come into the crypto world. I think that could drive it up, you know, maybe to $10 or something. But the thousands of dollars probably will be institutional money, and I think it will be all at once.
Yep.
Now, tell me what your comments are on that.
No, and you know why I appreciate this? Because it's like he's saying, if they're systematic, it just what he said makes, and I don't know if you heard what I heard, because again, this guy's not saying, I know what's going to happen. He's giving his opinion, but it's such an amazing synopsis of really just the overall possibilities of how it could go. It actually makes a lot of sense, right? Because why would you give one institution the opportunity to jump in for it? Now you're playing favoritism. So it's like he's saying, it's going to be one of those things where everyone's just signing, everyone's just kind of signing, getting positioned. It could very well happen that way, right? Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it goes back to, you know, first mover's advantage. Either way, if he's partially right, somewhat right, or all the way right, I can see exactly what he's talking about. And then he goes on to say, well, you know what? I don't really think it's going to be a SEC thing. I agree to a certain extent, because I do agree what he's saying. The settlement, the wins, the fact that we're 0-2, you know, the SEC, Judge Annalisa Torres ruled, and people are like, well, why isn't the price moving? Do you realize that most people that hold and have XRP are the people that hold an XRP? Do you realize that most of the retail right now that's in XRP, they're already in XRP? So in my opinion, where the big amount of money is going to come into is that next tier. Not the major institutions, in my opinion, okay? It's going to be like the MicroStrategies, the ARK Investments, the BlackRocks, you know, people like that. And I'm not saying that, I mean, they got crazy money, but I think it's going to be that amount of money when they start coming in buying drones of it that you'll see the settlement and or the outright victory, the fact that they don't want to go to trial, that will probably erupt and cause a tidal wave of money that sends it, like he says, $2, $3, $4, $5 or $10, whatever else. And that will start setting the stage as we start seeing things prompt up to be revealed for the overnight flip of the switch. That's just my opinion. Market cap can be a bit of an illusion. Huh? Nest Force? What you say? With your bad self. Just because something is at a particular price with a certain number of coins doesn't mean that all the coins will sell at that price. If that brother ain't talking the gospel,
probably left.
Then I don't know who is. Thank you, my brother, for your insight. That's enough of that. Let's flip back over to Crypto for Life. Oh my goodness, that brother is speaking gospel. So shouts out to that gentleman, Will. Damn it, why did I shut that off? I was trying to get back to my whatchamacallit. Let me see if I can find him again, because I want to pay homage to the brother here, Will Fix. So if you guys get a chance, go over here to Will Fix right here. Make sure that you subscribe to his channel. I subscribe. The guy's got a lot of great opinions and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate his insight on that. Okay, so yeah, make sure you guys do that. So shouts out. What did I do? Oh, Nestforce kicking the knowledge. You know what? Every time somebody in my family acts like they're listening to me, you know what I do? I say, man, this is for you.
Hey, look, 4 years and it's still no cheers. If fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom?
I had an incredible conversation with the Four Kings, which includes myself, my man Crypto G's in that, my man Iron Man, and my man Griff. And you're like, well, how do I get into that, Jay? This is not. Well, you know, the reason we keep it tight knit is because we all know each other very well to a certain level. There's a tremendous amount of love, respect, and we know that, you know, what was said there is going to stay there, right? So, but we were talking about this, and we're just talking about all the stuff that's going on in the market, whether it's Sam Bankman-Fried, whether it's all the thing that Caroline Ellison, whatever her name is, saying, with how they manipulated Bitcoin's price, to him, you know, sicking many of the people in his circle, including Caroline Ellison and those guys, after, you know, having regulators looking to bite. I mean, basically a lot of snitching, a lot of telling, a lot of trying to get either manipulate the market or get people taken out of out of their way. And there's a lot going on, guys. And there's so much more than that. But shouts out to my brothers for being on that call. And if you guys got some ideas or some opinions here that you guys want me to express or go over, I will do that. It's an illusion. That paper money is currency. My money don't fold. It's digital. Damn straight, Wayside Soldier. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Good Lord. Oh, some great points. Shouts out to Will Fix. That was amazing. That was amazing. Great perspective. I love it. If you're bearish, the last run was only possible because of Sam and Alameda running it up with money they didn't have, or phony baloney tether. Uh-oh, good Lord, I said it. We won't see anything like it again, right? Why? Because the bubble pop, they're sweeping the floors, they're clearing out all the shikaka, and we need this. It's kind of like Kevin O'Leary. I know you guys are, what you quoting Kevin O'Leary? Well, back before Sam Bankman-Fried and FGT exploded, everybody liked him. Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful, right? Now he went to Mr. Dum Dum because he's like, I would probably support him again. But prior to all that, what did he say? He goes, me and my counterparts were meeting. It was on video. I got it on my Twitter. If you go back far enough, he says, at the end of the day, we feel it's going to be something massive, a particular project that that implodes, or, you know, that things are exposed and it goes down in a major way. And he said something like, as in his example, Ethereum. Good Lord, what's going on, ETHgate? Huh? I'm just telling you. If you're bullish, the recent drop was only so devastating because Sam and Alameda were keeping the price down with Bitcoin that, where we at, wasn't theirs. Now that they're out of the picture, there's nothing to hold us back from another mega run. And you know why I agree with that? Because I do believe there's a lot of people who were saying that bull run was inflated. It was insulated by a bunch of tether, and tether was a part of that. Did we know at the time that FTX had a lot to do with that? No, we didn't. But as you're starting to get these hucksters, frosters, and shysters out of the tricksters out of the picture, like your FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, and here's another one. Uh-oh, I don't want to say it. Do I need to say it? He got a lot of stuff here. I'm not going to read all this. Most narratives nonsense. Relatives at the 1,005. Yeah, we're not going to get into all this because we're already at 41 minutes. But read this if you guys get a chance. Shouts out to Credible Crypto. Great stuff there. We're talking about an opportunity of a lifetime. So, you know, within the chaos, there's going to be a beautiful opportunity and moment. Within the chaos. And one of the things that we came to a narrative with the guys on the call, the Four Kings, is that we were talking about that. Don't try to time the market. Don't try to jump out and go, okay, I'm going to get out because, you know, if all this stuff happens because that's where you get tricked. I've seen so many people get devastated because, you know, first of all, let's talk about some facts. If Tether goes down, that's going to be devastating. If Binance goes down, and I was trying to find an article here, if I can find it. Let me see. Hold on. Good Lord. I don't want to just say it because, see, guess what Six8Jay said, even if he not like the fool knows who I am anyway, but the point I'm talking about is this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. So there's a deal here that you can hit this. You can open it up. It says, I'll open it up. Why not? If you guys want to read this, this talks about Binance CZ. What's going on? Claim this. I ain't trying to claim nothing. Get out of here. CZ, other exchange leaders at risk of Brazil indictment. And right now, what it says is, I was just looking for the headline, but okay. So let's just go back here. So basically, what it is, in the latest blow to Binance global ambitions, a Brazilian congressional committee has recommended the indictment of 4 of the company's senior leaders, including Six8Jay. Now, this is not the first one I saw. There's another one that says they said he is a part of, they found Binance to be a Ponzi scheme in which they were operating without regulatory clarity, and they knew that, which is one of the reasons they were in that country doing what they were doing, running a Ponzi scheme, and they're coming after them hard. If you want to know more information on that, check it out here. So not like they just got problems here in the good old USA with the FBI, DOJ, and you know, all those things, right? Whoever else is involved, right? They got all the 3-letter words: FBI, CIA, good Lord, DOJ, NCAA. Let me start. Good Lord. The point I'm trying to make, if I'm being silly, is that they, you know, that's here in the U.S. and obviously this is happening in other countries. So now other countries are going around where they thought they had. Because think about it, Binance always had a big toe in the U.S. market because they realized they knew that people, because there's a time you didn't even have to have a VPN. Then they got it. They were one of the first ones because they were big and smart. Oh, we see it coming. You had to use a VPN, but they knew how many Americans. They turned the other cheek. They wanted that money. How many Americans was investing? So you know, you go out and you start Binance USA and all these things. Look, man, you do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, everything comes to light. I want to see the light, please. That was a golden child. Good Lord. So I'm just telling you guys, a lot of stuff is coming to light, and yeah, CZ. And this was one of the things I was talking to with my brothers, the 4 Kings. I said, look. Everybody thought Sam Bankman-Fried was a straight, unadulterated genius. They thought he was a genius. Then it went to, oh, did he know any better? He's just a poor young man. And then Caroline Ellis says, hell no. This fool dressed a certain way, drove things a certain, kept his hair a certain way. But boy, when that camera went off, he was Mr. Freaky Diggy on the sneaky. Good Lord. Woo! I'm telling you, she told all that and then some. He did this. He manipulated that. He dressed a certain way. He acted a certain way. He acted like he didn't know. This fool thought he was going to be president. Huh? He had everybody tricked. He paid everybody to be on his side. Good Lord. Sam Bankman-Fried was a lot of things, but dum-dum ain't one of them. He's a brilliant, slick of the Rick, huckster, fraudster, trickster, criminal. Good Lord. That's some bearish news in my opinion. You damn straight. Huh? Which one are you talking about? What does the fam think about Binance? No, that's bearish. But look. Not only is this bearishness for us, because you're not just talking about the U.S., you're talking about Brazil. Again, with the, oh my goodness, with what Caroline Ellis said, look, when you're facing probably, I don't know what deal they're giving her, but I know Sam Bankman-Fried is probably spending, I mean, he's facing multiple life sentences, I'm sure. And I'm sure she and many others are facing a lot of years. And when you're facing a lot of years, look, somebody can act, I ain't saying nothing. And you say, I'm giving you, okay, hold on, who you want me to tell? I mean, you know, they're giving them a lot of time. So I bet there's a lot of snitching going on. At the end of the day, when you're sitting around saying that our company not only cheated the people, but manipulated the entire market, was in bed. Remember now, FTX and CZ was in bed with each other in a lot of things. They were working together. And then they start trying to tell on each other, scam each other, take one out and all that stuff. And then to find out, So now you got FTX behind this exchange that's being investigated. You can't say, look, I told you guys before, Coinbase and Binance, 2 different things. Ripple's case, they ain't going around saying, well, Ripple did this and they did that and they fraud and they had a Ponzi scheme. They ain't saying none of that. They ain't saying that about Coinbase. They're saying that about Binance. So Binance, FTX, and who else? Who else has eluded all questions and audits and everything else because they paid a little small fines to try to keep everything, off the books? And that is Tether. And then you see them come back, Caroline Ellison, whatever her name is, she's come back and saying, what did she say? Man, is it Ellison? What's her name? Caroline Ellison or something like that? She's coming back and saying, we manipulated Bitcoin. We try to take out, he told us to take out CZ, but man, we helped prop up $40 billion, huh? And Jinky, Tether that didn't exist. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this is about to get this is all bad, huh? Look at this. This is all, oh Lord have mercy. All right, I got a lot of stuff to cover, guys. Let me get back to where I lost my spot. It says that's some bears in my opinion. Said, what is it? All secure, huh? It's an illusion. Hey, anybody got, okay. I'm trying to read things. Did I miss anything anybody want me to cover? Happy Friday. Okay, all right. Although we have a couple more people, some opinions out there they want me to go over. This is Dr. Finner talking about the range we're in right now, XRP. We could tap down on this. He's got it down to like, what, 40-something cents, 30-something, and then boom to the upside. You know, hey, you don't know where things are going to go. This right here says Mexico Central Bank is gearing up for Ripple revolution. I think there's a lot of banks. Mexico, Brazil, Japan. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them, guys. It's kind of like what that gentleman just said, will fix. A lot of stuff he just talked about. You see it happening right now. Everything will be effortless and easy for you if you say it is. I don't know about that, huh? No, I'm just playing. This bull run will be all about use case. Get ready. That's what I was trying to tell my my guys earlier. I think I said utility, but that's what he meant is use case. But sure, Gary Gensler can't get a break. Okay, what is this about? Let's check it out. House Committee Chairman threatens SEC Chair with subpoena, but not over crypto. U.S. House Oversight and Accountability Committee Chair James, what a great name, Comer, or Comer, I don't know how to say Comer, thinks Gensler is stonewalling him. Crypto supporters know the feeling. You damn straight, you jinky son of a, let me stop, good Lord. I felt like saying it. I don't want to give him any more reason to get me off the air. Research finds that the more a person understands their own value, the less likely they are to be discouraged by critics. Remember I told you, didn't we just talked about that, huh? When you know how much you're worth, you don't need nobody to tell you. I know what I'm worth. How about you, Nesforth? Beekeeper69, Wayside Soldier. You know what you're worth? Because ain't nobody waiting for nobody to tell me I'm worth something, huh? I'm waiting for you to tell me how much XRP worth. Good Lord. Let me stop. See you soon in the moon, huh? Is that where we're going to be at moon time? Let's go with it. Stephen Narrows. Fascinating coincidence that the same month Vitalik Buterin called me panicked to save Ethereum. Uh-oh. Then he left for China for a couple of years. Wow. You see that? Well, if he starts proving some of the stuff he's saying, fascinating coincidence that the same month, Vitalik, oh, I don't want to say anything. Buterin called me and panicked, said, help me, brother, help me, something's going wrong. Kind of like when the FTX reached out to Binance, hey, okay, we'll sell to you. And Binance, okay, I'll buy. Not really. I'm gonna let y'all go down to hell. Then he left for China for a couple of years. Maybe I should have written the detailed restructuring plan I gave him in Mandarin. It's better to have no friends than to have the wrong friends. I agree, like a son of a gun. Napping actually improves stamina. Okay, I don't know about all that. Let's keep it going. Don't say things that you aren't prepared to back up with action. Okay. Anything else to cover here, guys? We'll keep this short. The biggest thing I want to do is show that video. We're talking about inflation. CPI inflation is at 3.7%, which is much higher than many basic necessities. Car insurance inflation, 18.9%. Good Lord, look at all this. You don't think we got a problem right here? Car repair, okay, they went a little bit overboard. That's a lot of stuff, man. That's a lot of inflation, huh? Okay. Anthony, what you got to say about that? Very intriguing thoughts. How do they give the institutions an equal chance at a low value? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I think he was kind of giving all those different narratives. What does the fam think about Binance, legit or scamming? Well, first of all, I don't have any involvement with them. And it's funny because a lot of us, that was a go-to platform back in the day, but as was a lot of the ones that you don't support Americans. They went KuCoin, was a BitTrue. There's a bunch of Hotbit, all those coins, all those exchanges gone. And what did Gary Gensler say? We going after others. That fool. He got everybody running for the hills. Stop giving stop giving do-overs to people who treat you like leftovers. Ooh, damn, that's strong. Well, let's see what Ripple gets full license to offer payments services in Singapore. Let's see what this. I don't know if we can go 4 minutes.
You've got a sticker behind you saying that Ripple is not a security, and obviously there's been a lot of contention in the United States. Even though you do a lot of business outside, if you could have more reason to do business in the United States, it would be.
Doesn't Stuart already have that face like, I know something you don't know. I know something you don't know. We all going to be rich. Good Lord. Let me
seem exponentially more great for Ripple. In terms of the legislative environment right now that we are seeing, I suppose the cross activity, no real determination as to what's what. Legislators don't seem to be able to agree. And now all of this coming at a time where we don't even have a Speaker of the House. Do you foresee any kind of clarity coming in any kind of short order for cryptocurrencies, for the likes of Ripple, for anyone within the industry, or is it something that's just going to have to be put on the back burner until perhaps the presidential cycle is complete?
Yeah. So what the sticker
Stuart looked down like, damn, that's a long ass question.
says is that XRP is not a security, not that Ripple is not a security. Ripple.
Ooh, I like to correct. He had that on his mind. Corrected. Hey, fool, it says XRP. Check yourself or you wreck yourself. I like
Uses the digital token XRP in its tech stack. Other developers develop on the decentralized XRP ledger blockchain. We own XRP as a digital asset. We own a portion of it, but we don't control it. But to get to your question, outside of the U.S., in regions like Singapore, in the UK, in the EU, in Dubai, in Brazil, in Australia, in Japan, I can name others, what we have is rational regulatory frameworks that are not looking to push out this innovation, but are looking to say, hey, look, if you want to come into our country and you want to develop this innovation, you can do it, so long as you satisfy our rigorous regulatory regime. In the U.S., unfortunately, we have lost our way. And we've lost our way because we have politics and power being elevated over sound policy, meaning we have certain agencies who are fighting over who is going to get to control, from a regulatory perspective, the technology, rather than satisfy what is the right policy outcome, which I think the licensing.
what Stephen Darrow says is not Operation Choke Point 2.0 is not about destroying crypto. It's about, what did he just say? Did he say did he say controlling? Because that's what Stephen said, controlling crypto.
We have certain agencies who are fighting over who is going to get to control, from a regulatory perspective, the technology, rather than satisfy what is the right policy outcome, which I think the licensing framework that we see in it and the Monetary Authority of Singapore pursuing a proper policy outcome through a licensing framework. So right now, unfortunately, in the U.S., the issue of how to label a digital payment token properly, whether you label it as a utility token, a payment token, a security token, that's not left to a regulator and a rational regulatory framework. It's that issue is now being fought in the courts. And Ripple has been on the forefront of that fight with the Securities and Exchange Commission here in the U.S. We have been defending the issue of whether XRP, again, the digital token that we use in our tech stack to enable our customers to benefit from our products, whether that should be classified as a security or it should be classified as a commodity or a virtual currency. We won that issue. We won that issue on July 13th. So hence the sticker XRP is not security, which I think gives XRP clarity in the U.S., and XRP as a digital token is now uniquely classified as a non-security in the U.S. But we don't think, even though we won in the courts, we don't think that these issues should be fought token by token, case by case, judge by judge. We think we need a rational regulatory framework. But to your question, although we have some policymakers in the U.S. trying to take the lead to come up with rational regulatory policy proposals, the chances of anything moving forward in this Congress or the next Congress doesn't seem very, I'm not very optimistic about it.
You've got a sticker behind you saying that Ripple is...
I'm not very optimistic. Is he going to stop anything? Hell to the nizzle. I don't think so. One BlackRock announcement, they have XRP. It will, once BlackRock announcement they have XRP, it will be too late for the masses. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Morgan Stanley have also openly endorsed XRP. Goldman Sachs will be the next that will. I don't know where they get. See, that when I see stuff like, even from my boy Edward Farida, you know what I like? I like seeing like articles, right? I like seeing articles of some type of validation or reference to. Because I know a lot of this is just, and again, I definitely value my brother's opinion. But what I like is like when I see someone. Let me see if I see something like that where it wasn't yellow, right? Secret recording details the exact moment. Alameda. Okay, this is all talking about Alameda and misusing funds. But I like when you see people that, let's see if I can find something where someone says something and then they give the link. Oh, shouts out to this gentleman here at Crypto. This boy's living the lifestyle of crypto. If you guys get a chance to check that out, it's amazing. He shows his house and some of the things he's accomplished. So I guess this could be considered one where you have, okay, so Flip the Chain obviously made a statement here, regulators for faster payments, NPA, UK Director Shane Warman, Bank of England guided NPA, Ripple, hashtag Ripple has involvement with Ripple, blah, blah, blah. And then what he does is you can watch this video, but then you can also click the link to further validate whatever the statements were. See, so you can see this Bank of England roadmap. What is this? Our cookies. Okay, sure, accept them. So I like when someone, you know, they create a link and then you can go back and you can see this was this the 13th of 2023. So this is just what? Uh-oh, my phone went. My watch went dead. So that's today. So you can see that he published something. It shows that it was published on the 13th. You go here. It talks about real-time payments and all that kind of stuff. And as you go through here, I'm sure you can find, you know, the validation to what he's saying. So this is important, guys, that you're able to go back and, you know, I'm just a big stickler. I've been that way since I was a kid. Even if you're at a church and to me, if a pastor's sitting there going, and the Lord, and this and that, whoop, whoop, and you're talking about something, go back and show me where I can read. Give me the reference in the Bible. I can go back and read. Okay, hold on, let me see. And you ain't just making them. God said, don't wear, you know, a chain with a cross on it and earrings in your. Okay, go back to the Bible and show me where he says that at. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, oh, I'm being silly. But I like when people post things and they go back and give like a link, right? Otherwise, what you're saying is you're just saying it, right? So not discrediting anybody, but I'm just saying I see that more often than not. So with that being said, guys, that's Winnie O had another one here that she said, I says, five service pressing. Oh, this was interesting. Yeah. Well, she said Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and 5 other public servants are pressing the IRS to expedite crypto tax reporting requirements, even though we are set to see changes in 2026. So they're trying to basically sick the IRS on everybody now, even though it's been said that that'll all be out by 20. Let's do it quick. They're making too much money. We're the only ones that can be rich. We don't like this. We don't want Anthony Weiner and Nest Force and 6-8Jay and Wayside Soldier and everybody living next. Hell no. Let's implement it right now. That's basically what she's saying. Why are they pressing so hard? Warren and others claim that we could see a $50 billion lost in tax revenue. Oh, I see. Over the next 2 years, you're trying to get it from us. $50 billion seems like a lot, doesn't it? $50 billion over 2 years is $68 million per day. And where they get it from? The good old American people. We don't want y'all winning for nothing. While the U.S. is currently adding $1.2 billion in debt per hour, which is, oh my God, you guys are hucksters, fraudsters, and just, oh my God, I hate looking at people like this because it just makes me sick. You can win, but nobody else can win. Is that what's going on? Huh? Mm-hmm. So, doesn't subpoena power Gary. This is the whole thing about Gary Gensler being subpoenaed, which you guys saw earlier that I talked about. Anyways, guys, we're going to keep this nice and short. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me say what's up to the family. I thought that video by Will Fix, if you guys get a chance and you didn't get a chance to check it out, go back and listen to it. It was money. Hopefully you guys go check out that video that we just posted. Will Fix, go to his page right here. Check him out. Let me go back and give some love to the family before we get out of here. Yes, Anthony says, yes, do your own research. Isn't that number 2? Huh? What's number 1? If you don't know, go over here and learn. If you see this video for the first time, it's right here on our lives. Which one was it? 5 tips for success right here in crypto. 5 tips for success right here in crypto. What does it say? Number 1, strategic plan. Number 2, do your own research. Number 3, control your emotions. Number 4, take profit. Number 5, don't fall in love with nothing and always be able to reinvent your positions accordingly. Why? Because things change. So guys, with that being said, Anthony Weiner, shouts out to my brother Nest Force, Wayside Soldier. We're going to keep this short. We're going to get out of here. Huh? Beekeeper69. Huh? My beautiful queen, Jeanette. Marvin Davis in the house. C. Kez in the house. What's up, family? C. Kez, my brother. Chris Moore, I'm about to call you as soon as I get off the stream. Tony Bags, Crypto OG, thank you for always keeping 100, my brother. Great conversation. We spoke forever today. Good Lord, but it was needed. We had to catch up. I think we kind of like got all that catching up done in one call. Appreciate you guys, Lower Level and Shane Sullivan. Shouts out to the Crypto for Life family. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Remember, tomorrow is Saturday. Did they post it yet? Let me see if they posted it. Hold on. Let me see if they should have advertised this. Let me just take a gander so I can talk about it. Is it right here? Jack the Rippler. Did he share it? I don't see where they shared it, but it's tomorrow at 11. Is this it? Tomorrow. Okay, he posted this Tuesday. Okay, yeah, this is okay. That's that. There it is. That's my thing right there. Actually, shouts out to Jack the Ripper because I actually came up with this whole thing. They were like, "What do you think we should talk about?" I said, "WCW, War, Crypto, and Wealth." That was my idea. You said, Jay, you really came up with that right here. Look at this. It says, "What do you think we should call it?" Huh? They had all these, and I said, "WCW, War, Crypto, and Wealth." And they said, I said, "That's hard." And they said, "Damn it, 6-8Jay, you're right. That's what we're gonna call it." So guys, oh Lord, I'm being crazy, but that's true. I did come up with that one. So tomorrow, WCW, War, Crypto, and Wealth, how it all combines. Make sure you guys check it out. It's gonna be 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And depends on where you're at in the world. It can be at different times, but we'll appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you guys check that out. And then right after that, after we get through talking about all that real stuff, the WCW, we're going to be going live. And I'm going to be, I think I already created the thumbnail for it. I'll go ahead and post it. The next thing we'll be talking about, which I thought a lot of people have been asking about strategies and dollar cost averaging. I Jay, so what does that 70-20-10 mean? Because there's a lot of new people. I say, well, you know what? You can go back and look at the video, or I can just share it again. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow, the 70-20-10 strategy. Maybe even put a couple other things in there about maybe how I'm thinking things may go in the short and long term here as well. So guys, appreciate you guys. Much love. Make sure you guys join tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. Hasta la vista, Anthony Wanner and the Crypto for Life family. It's your boy James, a.k.a. 6-8Jay. Until next time, peace.